Episode 1, The Find. Alright, let's dive into this mess. Picture this, it's a Saturday morning, the kind where the air smells like damp grass and regret, and I'm elbow deep in a flea market on the edge of town. The place is a chaotic sprawl of chipped teacups, rusty tools, and faded Polaroids nobody wants. I'm Ellie, by the way, 28, perpetually broke, and currently nursing a hangover that could knock out a horse. I work at Brood Awakening, slinging coffee for people who tip like they're doing me a favor, and I'm here because I need something cheap to spruce up my shitty apartment. That's when I see it. Tucked between a velvet Elvis painting and a box of mismatched socks, there's this mirror. Old, heavy, with a frame that's all cracked wood and tarnished brass. It's got this vibe, like it's seen some things, you know? The glass is cloudy, scratched up, but there's something about it that pulls me in. I haggle the guy down to $15, which is basically a steal, and lug it home, feeling like I've won the lottery. So, I get back to my place, this cramped little box with peeling paint and a couch that smells like someone else's bad decisions. I prop the mirror up on my dresser, step back, and give it a once-over. It's not exactly pretty, but it's got character, which is more than I can say for most of my exes. I'm wiping the dust off with my sleeve when I catch my reflection, and yeah, I look like hell. Hair's a mess, eyes red from last night's cheap whiskey, but whatever, it's me. Then I blink, and the face staring back isn't mine. It's a woman, older, with sharp cheekbones and eyes like she's about to cry or maybe stab someone. Her hair's pinned up in this old-fashioned way, like she stepped out of a black and white movie. I freeze, heart doing that thing where it forgets how to beat right, and I lean closer. The glass fogs up from my breath, and when I pull back, she's gone. It's just me again, looking like I've seen a ghost, which, honestly, I might have. Okay, pause for a sec. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Cool? Let's keep going. I shake it off, tell myself it's the hangover playing tricks. I mean, I've had worse mornings, right? There was that time I woke up with a tattoo I don't remember getting, some wonky star on my ankle that looks like a kid drew it. This is nothing. Probably just the light hitting the scratches weird. I grab a beer from the fridge, pop it open, and plop down on the couch, mirror still in the corner of my eye. I'm halfway through the can when I glance over, and there she is again. Not me, not the crying stabby lady, but someone new. This one's younger, maybe 20, with wild curls and a smirk like she's in on a joke I don't get. She's wearing this bright red jacket, and she's moving, like she's walking past the mirror, but I'm not moving. I'm just sitting here, beer dripping onto my jeans because my hand's gone slack. I blink hard, rub my eyes, but she's still there, fading out slow like a bad TV signal. Now, I'm not one of those people who believes in woo-woo crap. Ghosts, psychics, all that? Bullshit. I've got enough real problems, like the rent I'm late on and the fact that my sister Kate keeps texting me about some family dinner I'd rather die than go to. But this mirror's got me spooked. I get up, march over, and stare into it, daring it to pull that shit again. Nothing. Just my face, tired and pissed off. I laugh, loud and sharp, because what else am I gonna do? Cry? Nah, that's not my style. I finish the beer, toss the can, and decide I'm done with this creepy antique for the night. I turn it to face the wall, figuring I'll deal with it tomorrow when I'm less likely to lose my mind. Sleep doesn't come easy. I'm tossing, turning, dreaming about faces I don't know, all staring at me like I owe them something. When I wake up, sun's barely creeping through the blinds, and I've got this itch, this pull, to check the mirror again. I stumble over, flip it around, and there's no one. Just me, looking like I've aged 10 years overnight. I'm about to call it a fluke when I notice something in the corner of the glass, faint but there. A handprint, small, pressed against the inside, like someone's trapped in there, trying to get out. My stomach drops, and I back up, tripping over a pile of laundry. I don't know what this thing is, but it's not just a mirror. It's something else, something that's got its hooks in me already, and I'm not sure I'm ready for whatever it's about to show me next. Here's the kicker, that night, I'm brushing my teeth, avoiding the mirror like it's got the plague, when I hear it. A whisper, low and scratchy, coming from the dresser. I spit toothpaste all over the sink, whip around, and the room's dead quiet. But I know what I heard. It wasn't my name, wasn't anything I could make out, just a sound, like someone's testing the mic before they start talking. I grab my phone, hands shaking, and text Kate. "Hey, you awake?" Got a weird question. She doesn't reply, probably asleep or ignoring me, and I'm left standing there, staring at the back of that damn mirror, wondering who the hell I just brought into my life. Or what? Episode 2, The Glitch. So, I'm standing there in my bathroom, toothpaste dripping down my chin like some kind of discount horror movie, and my heart's pounding so hard I swear it's gonna bust out of my chest. That whisper from the mirror still rattling around in my skull, low and scratchy, like someone's dragging their voice through gravel. I wipe my mouth, toss the toothbrush in the sink, and creep back into the bedroom. The mirror's still facing the wall, thank God, because I'm not sure I can handle whatever's on the other side right now. I grab my phone again, staring at the unanswered text to Kate. "Come on, sis, don't leave me hanging," I mutter, but the screen stays dark. It's 3 in the morning, and I'm alone with this thing, this antique piece of junk that's starting to feel less like a bargain and more like a curse. I flop onto the bed, pull the blanket up to my chin, and try to talk myself down. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe the whiskey last night was stronger than I thought, or maybe I've finally snapped from pouring lattes for assholes who can't say thank you. But that handprint I saw earlier, that wasn't my imagination. Small, delicate, pressed against the glass like it was reaching for me. I squeeze my eyes shut, willing sleep to take me, but all I see are those faces from yesterday. The older woman with the pinned-up hair, the young one with the red jacket and that cocky smirk. Who are they? Why are they in my mirror? My brain's spinning, and before I know it, I'm up again, pacing the room like a caged animal. Okay, hold up a second. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Ready? Let's roll. Morning hits like a slap, sunlight stabbing through the blinds and straight into my brain. I groan, roll out of bed, and stumble to the kitchen for coffee. The mirror's still there, lurking in the corner of my eye, but I'm ignoring it. I've got bigger problems, like the fact that I'm supposed to be at work in an hour and I look like I've been hit by a truck. I brew a pot, black as my mood, and sit at the wobbly table, scrolling through my phone. That's when Kate finally texts back. Weird question at 3 a.m? You okay? I snort, because of course she'd make it about me being dramatic. Yeah, fine, I type back. Just, ever hear of a mirror showing stuff it shouldn't? I hit send, then add, like, not my face? She doesn't reply right away, and I can practically hear her rolling her eyes from here. Work's a blur. I spill coffee on my apron, burn my hand on the steamer, and snap at a guy who asks for oat milk like it's a personal attack. All I can think about is that mirror. By the time I clock out, it's late afternoon, and I'm dragging myself home, half dreading what's waiting for me. I unlock the door, kick off my shoes, and freeze. The mirror's not facing the wall anymore. It's turned around, sitting there on the dresser like it's waiting for me, glass glinting in the dim light. I didn't touch it. I know I didn't. My stomach twists, and I take a step closer, slow, like I'm sneaking up on a snake. My reflection's normal at first, just me, tired and sweaty from work, but then it glitches. That's the only word for it. The glass ripples, and there's that young woman again, red jacket, curls bouncing as she walks. She stops, turns, and looks right at me, smirking like she knows I'm watching. I stumble back, banging my shin on the bed frame, and curse loud enough to wake the neighbors. What the fuck, I yell, rubbing my leg, but she's gone when I look again. Just me, panting, staring at myself like I'm the crazy one. I grab my phone, snap a picture of the mirror, but it's useless, the screen shows nothing but my own freaked out face. I need answers, or at least someone to tell me I'm not insane. I text Kate again. Serious, come over. This thing's messed up. She replies this time, quick. Working late. Tomorrow? I groan, toss the phone on the couch, and decide I'm not sleeping in that room tonight. Couch it is. But sleep's a pipe dream. I'm lying there, blanket tangled around my legs, when I hear it again. That whisper, louder this time, coming from the bedroom. It's not words, not yet, just a hum, a vibration that crawls up my spine. I sit up, heart racing, and listen. It's rhythmic, like breathing, and then it stops, sharp, replaced by a scream. Short, high-pitched, cut off fast. I'm on my feet before I can think, rushing to the bedroom, because what if someone's in there? What if the mirror's not just showing me things, but letting them out? The room's empty, mirror still sitting pretty, but the air feels thick, heavy, like something's watching. I step closer, and the glass flickers. Not the red jacket girl, not the older woman, but a new face. A kid, maybe 10, with wide eyes and a bruise blooming on her cheek. She's crying, silent, tears streaking down her face, and then she's gone. I back out, slam the door, and lean against it, chest heaving. My phone buzzes, and it's Kate. You're scaring me. What's going on? I laugh, bitter, because I don't even know where to start. Mirrors shouldn't scream, I text back, and hit send before I can overthink it. She doesn't reply, and I'm left there, door at my back, wondering how many more faces are waiting in that glass. How many more screams? And why the hell I'm the one seeing them? I slide down to the floor, knees up, and stare at the ceiling, trying to breathe through the panic. Something tells me this isn't over. Something tells me it's just getting started, and I'm already in too deep to walk away. Episode 3, The Face. So, I'm slumped against the bedroom door, heart still hammering like it's trying to break free, and the silence is worse than the scream. That kid's face, those wide eyes and that ugly bruise, it's burned into my brain, and I can't shake it. I'm Ellie, by the way, still 28, still a mess, and apparently now the proud owner of a haunted freaking mirror. I don't move for a while, just sit there on the floor, knees pulled up, listening to the hum of the fridge in the kitchen like it's the only thing keeping me sane. My phone's buzzing somewhere on the couch, probably Kate freaking out over my last text, but I don't have the energy to check. Mirrors shouldn't scream. That's what I told her, and it's true, but saying it out loud, even in a text, makes me feel like I'm losing it. Eventually, I drag myself up, legs shaky, and stumble to the living room. The couch is my safe zone, or at least it was until last night. I grab my phone, and sure enough, Kate's blown it up. What do you mean scream? Ellie, call me. Seriously, you okay? I snort, because no, I'm not okay, but I'm not about to admit that to her. She's my big sister, 3 years older, a nurse who's got her life together while I'm over here spilling coffee and buying cursed antiques. I text back, fine, just tired. Talk tomorrow, and toss the phone aside. I need sleep, but every time I close my eyes, I see that kid, that bruise, and I wonder who hit her. Who she was. Why she's in my mirror. Okay, real quick. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Cool, let's keep this train wreck rolling. Morning comes too fast, gray light sneaking through the blinds, and I wake up with a crick in my neck and a headache that feels like someone's drilling into my skull. I shuffle to the kitchen, brew coffee, and try to pretend last night didn't happen. The bedroom door's still shut, and I'm not opening it, not yet. I sip my coffee, scalding hot, and scroll through my phone, looking for anything to distract me. That's when I decide to sketch. I've always been decent at drawing, nothing fancy, just doodles to kill time, and maybe if I get those faces on paper, they'll stop haunting me. I grab a notebook, a pencil, and start with the first woman I saw, the older one with the pinned-up hair. Sharp cheekbones, eyes like she's about to break. It's rough, but it's her. Next, the red jacket girl. Curls, smirk, that vibe like she's daring me to figure her out. I'm halfway through shading her jacket when my phone rings, loud enough to make me jump. It's Kate. I sigh, answer it. Hey, I say, trying to sound normal. Yo, sound like shit, she shoots back, and I laugh, because she's not wrong. Thanks, love you too. She cuts to the chase. What's with the mirror? You're freaking me out. I hesitate, pencil hovering over the page. It's weird, I say finally. Show stuff. Not me. Other people. She's quiet for a sec, then, like a reflection? No, I snap, sharper than I mean to. Like a movie. Faces, movement. Last night it screamed. She laughs, nervous. Ellie, come on. You sure you're not just, I'm not crazy, I cut her off, and she sighs. Okay, I'll come by after work. Don't lose it till then. I mutter something about trying, and we hang up. I finish the sketch, flip the page, and start on the kid. Those eyes, that bruise. My hand's shaking by the time I'm done, and I sit back, staring at the three faces I'd drawn. They don't look alike, not really, but there's something, some thread I can't name, tying them together. I'm about to close the notebook when I glance at the mirror's reflection in the bedroom doorway. It's still shut, but I swear I see a flicker, a shadow moving behind the glass. I slam the notebook shut, heart racing again, and decide I need air. I grab my keys, my sketches, and head out, leaving the mirror locked in that room like it's a prisoner. I'm halfway down the street when I pass the diner, this greasy spoon called Marty's that's been here forever. There's a bulletin board out front, covered in flyers, lost pet notices, that kind of thing. I stop, because one catches my eye. It's a missing person poster, faded, curling at the edges. Have you seen her? It says, and there's a grainy photo of a woman, mid-40s maybe, with sharp cheekbones and pinned-up hair. My breath catches, because it's her. The first face I saw. The name smudged, ink running, but the date's clear, 1952. My hands fumble with the notebook, flipping it open, and I hold the sketch up next to the poster. It's not perfect, but it's close, too close. My stomach flips, and I rip the poster off the board, shoving it in my bag. Back home, I'm buzzing, adrenaline pumping. I don't go near the bedroom, just sit at the kitchen table with the poster and my sketches spread out. The woman's real, or was real, missing since the 50s. What the hell's she doing in my mirror? I'm scribbling notes, dates, anything I can think of, when the bedroom door creaks open. I didn't touch it. I freeze, pencil slipping from my fingers, and look up. The mirror's there, glass catching the light, and my reflection stares back. Except it's not me. It's me, but older, lines etched deep around my eyes, a scar slicing across my cheek I don't have yet. She's not smiling, just watching, and then she raises a hand, presses it to the glass. A scream rips out of the mirror, loud and raw, and I'm on my feet, chair crashing behind me, as the sound cuts off and she's gone. Just me again, shaking, staring at a face I don't know yet, wondering how long I've got before I become her. Episode 4, The Hunt. So, I'm standing there in my kitchen, chair tipped over, heart slamming against my ribs like it's trying to escape, and the scream from the mirror still echoing in my head. That scarred-up version of me, older, harder, pressing her hand to the glass, it's not just a reflection anymore. It's a warning, a promise, and I don't know what it means, but it's got me shook. I'm Ellie, still 28, still clinging to the edge of my sanity, and this mirror's turning my life into a damn nightmare. I right the chair, hands trembling, and sink into it, staring at the sketches and that crumpled missing person poster from 1952. The woman with the pinned-up hair, the first face I saw, she's real, or was, and now I've got a future me screaming at me from the other side. I need answers, and I'm not getting them sitting here freaking out. I grab my phone, scroll through my texts with Kate. She's coming over tonight, thank God, but I can't wait that long. I need to know where this mirror came from, who sold it to me, because maybe they've got a clue about what's happening. I think back to the flea market, that chaotic mess of stalls, and I remember the guy. Skinny, scruffy beard, wearing a trucker hat that said "Fish fear me." He didn't say much, just took my $15 and waved me off. I didn't get a name, didn't think I'd need one, but he's my only lead. I shove the poster and sketches into my bag, pull on my boots, and head out, locking the apartment behind me like I can keep the mirror's bullshit contained. Okay, quick break. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, back to it. The flea market's a 20-minute walk, and the whole way I'm jumping at shadows, half expecting that scarred-up Ellie to pop out of every storefront window. It's late afternoon now, sky turning that bruised purple color, and the market's still buzzing when I get there. People haggling over chipped plates, kids running around with sticky fingers, the air thick with fried food and cigarette smoke. I weave through the stalls, scanning for that dumb hat, and my stomach's in knots because what if he's not here? What if I'm chasing a ghost? Then I spot it, Fish fear me, bobbing behind a table piled with junk, old lamps, and a taxidermy raccoon that's seen better days. I march over, dodging a lady with a stroller, and there he is, same scruffy beard, same bored slouch. Hey, I say, louder than I mean to, and he looks up, squinting. Yeah, he grunts, picking at his teeth with a fingernail. The mirror, I start, pulling it together. Yo sold it to me. Saturday. Cracked frame, brass edges. He blinks, slow, like I'm speaking another language. Sold a lot of stuff Saturday, he mumbles. Don't remember no mirror. I grit my teeth, fighting the urge to shake him. $15, I say, leaning in. Yo haggled me down from 20. Ring a bell? His eyes flicker, and he shrugs. Maybe. Got it from a lady a while back. She didn't want it no more. My pulse jumps. What lady? Where'd she get it? He scratches his chin, smirking like he's enjoying this. Don't know, don't care. She was pushy, said it was bad luck. Paid me 10 to take it off her hands. I'm about to lose it, but I keep my voice steady. What did she look like? He thinks, or pretends to. Older, gray hair, kinda twitchy. Wore a big coat, like she was cold all the time. It's not much, but it's something. When was this? I press. Couple months back, he says, then leans forward, dropping his voice. Look, you want my advice? Ditch that thing. She said it watches you. My skin goes cold, but I force a laugh. Watches me? What's that supposed to mean? He doesn't laugh back, just stares. Her words, not mine. Sold it cheap 'cause it creeped me out too. I swallow hard, nod, and mutter a thanks before turning away, his smirk burning into my back. I'm halfway across the market when I stop, ducking behind a stall to catch my breath. Twitchy old lady in a big coat, bad luck, watches you. It's not enough, but it's a thread, and I'm desperate to pull it. I dig out my phone, search antique mirror bad luck like that's gonna solve anything, but all I get is ghost stories and superstition crap. I'm about to give up when I spot a sign across the lot, Miriam's Antiques, scrawled in faded red paint. A long shot, but maybe someone there knows something. I head over, weaving through the crowd, and push open the door, a bell jingling overhead. The place smells like dust and old books, shelves packed with clocks, porcelain dolls, and crap that looks older than my grandma. A woman's behind the counter, maybe 60, sharp eyes behind thick glasses, gray hair pulled back tight. Hey, I say, stepping up. Yo Miriam? She nods, slow, sizing me up. That's me. What you after? I take a breath, dive in. Bought a mirror at the market. Old, cracked frame. It's doing stuff. Showing faces, not mine. Ever hear of that? Her eyes narrow, just a flicker, but I catch it. Mirrors show what they show, she says, cryptic as hell. What's yours showing you? I hesitate, then pull out the poster, slap it on the counter. Her, 4-1. Missing since 52. Miriam glances at it, then back at me, and her face hardens. Some mirrors remember, she says, voice low. Some don't let go. You should have left it where you found it. My stomach drops, but I push back. Too late for that. What do I do? She leans in, close enough I smell her peppermint gum. Get rid of it. Or it'll get rid of you. Then she turns away, like that's the end of it, leaving me standing there, poster in hand, with more questions than I came in with and a sinking feeling she knows way more than she's letting on. Episode 5, The Break. So, I'm standing in Miriam's dusty antique shop, her words bouncing around my head like a bad song I can't shake. Get rid of it, or it'll get rid of you. What the hell does that even mean? I'm Ellie, still 28, still drowning in this mess, and this mirror's got me chasing shadows while everyone's acting like I'm the crazy one. Miriam's already turned her back, fiddling with some busted clock, and I'm left clutching that 1952 missing person poster, my knuckles white. I want to grab her, demand she spill whatever she's holding back, but those sharp eyes of hers tell me she's not the type to crack easy. I mutter a thanks, barely audible, and stumble out, the bell jingling behind me like it's laughing at my dumb ass. The walk home's a blur, sky gone full dark now, streetlights buzzing overhead. My bag's heavy with the poster and sketches, but it's nothing compared to the weight in my chest. Faces in the mirror, screams, a future me with a scar I don't have yet, and now this cryptic old lady telling me to ditch it. I should chuck the damn thing in a dumpster and be done, but something's got its claws in me, curiosity or stupidity, take your pick. By the time I unlock my door, I'm a wreck, sweaty and wired, and the apartment feels wrong. Too quiet, too still, like it's holding its breath. The bedroom door is still cracked open from earlier, mirror glinting in the shadows, and I swear it's daring me to look. Okay, hang on a sec. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Cool, let's keep this shitshow moving. I drop my bag, kick off my boots, and pace the living room, trying to figure out my next move. Kate's supposed to come by soon, thank God, because I need someone to tell me I'm not losing it. I grab a beer from the fridge, pop it open, and take a long swig, but it doesn't calm the buzz in my veins. That's when I hear it, a hum, low and steady, coming from the bedroom. Not a whisper this time, not a scream, just this drone that makes my teeth ache. I set the beer down, slow, and creep toward the door, heart thumping loud enough to drown out everything else. I push it open, and the mirror's there, glass catching the hallway light, and it's not my reflection staring back. It's a woman, 30s maybe, blonde hair tangled like she's been running, eyes wide with panic. She's pressed against the glass, hands clawing at it, and then a shadow moves behind her, fast, too fast. A man, big, blurry, grabs her by the hair, yanks her back, and she screams, loud and ragged, before the glass goes black. I stumble, catch myself on the dresser, and my beer bottle rolls off the table, shattering on the floor. The scream's gone, the hum's gone, and it's just me again, panting, staring at my own freaked-out face. But those hands, that shadow, it wasn't some old-timey vision. Her clothes, jeans, and a ripped tee, they're modern, now. My stomach lurches, and I back out, slamming the door so hard the frame shakes. I'm shaking too, pacing again, when my phone buzzes. Kate. On my way, she texts, and I almost cry from relief. I need her here, need her to see this, because I can't keep pretending it's in my head. I sweep up the glass, cut my finger on a shard, and curse loud enough to wake the dead. Blood drips on the floor, and I'm wrapping it in a dish towel when the doorbell rings. I yank it open, and there's Kate, still in her nurse scrubs, looking tired but worried. "You'll look like hell," she says, stepping in, and I laugh, sharp and bitter. "Feel like it too." She drops her bag, glances around. "Where's this mirror?" I point to the bedroom, and she heads straight for it, no hesitation, like she's gonna fix this with her no-nonsense bullshit. I follow, slower, and she flips on the light, steps up to the dresser. "See?" I say, voice cracking. "It's not normal." She stares into it, frowning, and I hold my breath, waiting for her to see something, anything. Looks like a mirror, she says finally, turning to me. What's it doing? I groan, drag my hands through my hair. Showing people. Women. Just now, one got attacked. Screamed. Kate's eyes narrow. Ellie, you sure, don't, I snap, cutting her off. I'm not making this up. She sighs, softens a little. Okay, show me. I step up, reluctant, and look into the glass. It's just us, me and Kate, side by side, her blonde bob neat next to my mess of dark waves. I'm about to say something snarky when it glitches, ripples, and there's the blonde woman again, but different. She's on the ground now, curled up, blood on her face, and that shadow's looming over her, fist raised. I gasp, grab Kate's arm, but she pulls away, staring at me, not the mirror. What? She says, and I point, frantic. There. She's hurt. Kate looks again, shakes her head. Ellie, it's just us. The vision fades, and I'm left gripping her arm, tears stinging my eyes. Yo didn't see it, I whisper, and she pulls me into a hug, tight. I believe you're seeing something, she says, voice steady. But I don't. I pull back, wipe my face, and that's when I notice it. The woman in the mirror, the one getting beat to hell, her eyes, they're green, bright, just like Kate's. My blood runs cold, and I stare at my sister, her calm face, her nurse practicality, and I wonder if that was her I just saw, or someone close enough to break me if it happens. You'll need to stay away from this thing, I say, voice shaking, but she just squeezes my shoulder. We'll figure it out, she says, like it's that simple. But as she turns away, I catch the mirror's edge, and there's a flicker, a handprint, fresh, smeared in blood, and I know we're already in too deep to just figure it out. Episode 6, The Past. So, I'm standing there in my bedroom, Kate's hand still warm on my shoulder, and that bloody handprint in the mirror staring back at me like a middle finger from the universe. I'm Ellie, 28, barely holding it together, and this thing's got me seeing shit that's too close to home. Those green eyes in the vision, the woman getting pummeled, they're Kate's eyes, or damn near, and I can't unsee it. My sister's talking, saying something about figuring it out, but her voice is a buzz under the roar in my head. I pull away, stumble to the dresser, and slam my hand against the frame, hard enough to sting. Stop it, I hiss at the glass, like it's gonna listen, but it's just me now, wild-eyed and shaking, no handprint, no blood, just my own messed up reflection. Kate grabs my arm, spins me around. Ellie, you're scaring me, she says, and her voice cracks, just a little, enough to cut through the fog. I'm scared, I snap back, louder than I mean to. That woman, she had your eyes. She was hurt, bad. Kate's face softens, but there's that nurse skepticism I hate. It's not me, she says, firm. I'm right here. I laugh, sharp and ugly. Yeah, now. But what if it's next? She doesn't answer, just pulls me out of the room, shuts the door, and drags me to the couch. Sit, she orders, and I do, because I'm too tired to fight her. Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's dive back in. She grabs us beers from the fridge, hands me one, and sits across from me, legs crossed like she's about to therapize me. Tell me everything, she says, and I do, spilling it all, the flea market, the faces, the screams, Miriam's creepy warning. She listens, sipping her beer, nodding like she's piecing it together, but I can tell she's half convinced I'm cracked. When I finish, she leans forward. So, it's showing women. Do you know who they are? I shake my head, pull out the 1952 poster. This one, maybe. Missing back then. Kate takes it, studies it. Looks like your sketch, she admits, then sets it down. But the rest? Maybe it's random. Not random, I say, voice low. They feel connected. To me. She sighs, rubs her temples. Okay, let's say it's real. What's it want? I shrug, bitter. Hell if I know. To fuck with me, maybe. She doesn't laugh, just looks at me, serious. We need to know where it came from. Real history, not some antique lady's riddles. I nod, because she's right, and I've got nothing else. The guy at the market said an old lady sold it to him, I tell her. Twitchy, big coat. Said it was bad luck. Kate's eyes light up, that problem-solving spark she gets. Then we dig. Look up old sales, records, anything. Start with that missing woman. We grab my laptop, huddle on the couch, and start searching. 1952, missing woman, sharp cheekbones. It's slow, the internet's a mess of dead ends, but then Kate finds it, a grainy article from some archive site. Lily Hartman, she reads, voice steady. Reported missing September 52. Last seen near a pawn shop downtown. Husband said she left after a fight. I lean in, heart racing. That's her, I whisper, pointing at the poster. Lily. There's no photo in the article, just a description, but it fits, the hair, the vibe. What happened? I ask, and Kate scrolls. No body, no leads. Case went cold. I sit back, mind spinning. Lily Hartman, stuck in my mirror, maybe stuck forever. What if she's still there? I say, and Kate frowns. What, like a ghost? Maybe, I mutter. Or something worse. She shuts the laptop, stands up. We need more. Let's check that pawn shop tomorrow. Maybe it's still around. I nod, but I'm barely listening, because the hum's back, faint, creeping from the bedroom. Kate doesn't hear it, keeps talking about plans, but I'm frozen, staring at the door. It's louder now, a pulse, and then the mirror flickers, light spilling under the crack. I'm up before I can think, rushing over, Kate yelling, wait, behind me. I fling the door open, and there's Lily, clear as day, standing in the glass. She's in a floral dress, 50s style, hair pinned up, but her face is wrong, bruised, one eye swollen shut. She's crying, silent, and then she turns, slow, like she's showing me something. A man's there, behind her, blurry, raising a fist, and I know it's him, the husband from the article. The glass shakes, a scream building, but it doesn't come, just a thud, dull and sickening, as she falls. I'm yelling, no, and Kate's pulling me back, but I shove her off, slam my hands on the dresser. Leave her alone. I shout, and the vision cuts out, leaving me staring at my own face, tears streaming down it. Kate's shaking me, Ellie, stop, and I collapse against her, sobbing. She's dead, I choke out. Ha killed her. Kate holds me tight, doesn't say anything, just lets me break. When I pull back, she's pale, eyes wide. I didn't see it, she whispers, but I heard it. That thud. I nod, wipe my face, and we both look at the mirror, dark now, silent. It's not just showing me, I say, voice raw. It's telling me. Kate squeezes my hand, hard. Then we listen, she says, but there's a crack in her voice, and I know she's in this with me now, whether she wants to be or not. The mirror's quiet, but I feel it, waiting, and I wonder how many more stories it's got, how many more deaths, and why the hell it's dragging me into them. Episode 7, The Pull. So, I'm sitting on the floor of my bedroom, Kate's arm around me, and we're both staring at the mirror like it's a bomb about to go off. I'm Ellie, 28, a walking disaster, and this thing just showed me Lily Hartman getting smashed to hell by some blurry asshole, probably her husband, back in 1952. My face is wet, snotty from crying, and Kate's breathing hard, like she's trying not to lose it too. She heard that thud, that sickening crack when Lily went down, even if she didn't see it, and that's enough to crack her nurse school exterior. The mirror's dark now, just glass again, but it's not fooling me. It's alive, or something close, and it's pulling me in deeper every time it flickers. Kate shifts, lets go of me, and stands up, brushing off her scrubs like she can shake off what just happened. Weary done for tonight, she says, voice shaky but firm. Yo need sleep. I laugh, rough and hollow. Yeah, right. Like that's happening. She glares, that big sister glare that usually works, but I'm too wired, too raw. I can't, I say, quieter. It's not done with me. She sighs, sits back down on the edge of the bed. Then what? We sit here waiting for it to scream again? I shrug, wipe my nose on my sleeve. Maybe. Or we figure out why it's showing me this shit. Okay, hold up. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's roll on. She grabs the laptop again, flips it open, and we're back to digging, but it's late, and my eyes are burning. Lily's dead, I mutter, staring at the blank screen. What's next? Who's next? Kate doesn't answer, just types something, then stops. We need that pawn shop, she says finally. Tomorrow. If it's still there, maybe they've got records. I nod, but I'm only half listening, because there's a hum again, faint, like a whisper under the floorboards. I don't say anything, don't want to spook her more, but it's there, and it's pulling me back to the mirror. That's when the doorbell rings, sharp and loud, cutting through the tension like a knife. We both jump, and Kate curses under her breath. Who the hell's that? She snaps, heading for the door. I follow, slow, because my legs feel like jelly, and when she opens it, there's Jake, my ex, standing there with that stupid grin I used to fall for. 6 feet of charm and bad decisions, leather jacket, hair mussed just right. Hey, ladies, he says, leaning against the frame. Heard you were having a party. Kate rolls her eyes. Not now, Jake, she says, but he steps in anyway, brushing past her like he owns the place. I groan, loud. What were you doing here? He smirks, looks me up and down. Kate texted me. Said you were freaking out. Thought I'd check in. I shoot Kate a look, and she shrugs, guilty. You weren't calming down, she mutters. Jake flops onto the couch, grabs my half-empty beer. So, what's the deal? Ghosts? Demons? I snatch the bottle back, spill a little on purpose. None of your business, I snap, but he's already eyeing the bedroom door, curious. That it? He asks, nodding toward it. Your spooky mirror? I freeze, because I don't want him near it, don't want him in this at all, but he's up before I can stop him, striding over like it's a dare. Jake, don't, I yell, but he's already pushing the door open, stepping up to the glass. Kate's behind me, tense, and I'm holding my breath, waiting for it to pull its shit again. He stares into it, tilts his head, then laughs. Looks like a mirror to me, he says, turning back. Yo sure you're not just, he stops, mid-sentence, and his face changes, goes pale, eyes wide. What? I demand, rushing over, but he shakes his head, steps back fast. Nothing, he mumbles, but he's lying, I can tell, that cocky grin gone. Yo saw something, I press, grabbing his arm. He pulls away, hard. I said it's nothing, he snaps, and heads for the door. Call me when you're sane again. He's gone before I can stop him, slamming the door behind him, and Kate's staring at me. I saw it, she says, quiet. Didn't he? I nod, slow, because yeah, he did, and whatever it was, it shook him bad. I turn back to the mirror, and it's just me now, but there's a flicker, a shadow in the corner, and then her, the red jacket girl, back again. She's not smirking this time, just standing there, staring, and her eyes are locked on me, like she's waiting. The hum's louder, vibrating in my chest, and I step closer, Kate hissing, Ellie, no, but I can't stop. The girl moves, slow, lifts her hand, and points, not at me, but past me, toward the door Jake just left through. My stomach drops, and I spin around, but there's nothing, just Kate, pale and freaked. What did she do? She asks, and I swallow hard. Pointed at him, I say, voice barely there. Kate grabs my arm, pulls me out, shuts the door again. Hiss involved now, she says, and I laugh, bitter. Ha doesn't even believe me. But she shakes her head. Doesn't matter. It knows him. I sink onto the couch, head in my hands, because she's right, and I don't know what he saw, but it's got him now too. The hum's still there, faint, pulling at me, and I realize it's not letting go, not of me, not of Kate, and sure as hell not of Jake, whether he likes it or not. Episode 8, The Edge. So, I'm sprawled on my couch, head pounding, Kate hovering like a worried mom, and Jake's just stormed out after whatever the hell he saw in that mirror shook him to his core. I'm Ellie, 28, a train wreck with a cursed antique, and this thing's dragging everyone I know into its mess. The red jacket girl pointing at Jake's back as he bolted, that stuck with me, a neon sign flashing trouble. Kate's pacing now, her nurse calm cracking, and the hum from the bedroom's still there, low and insistent, like a heartbeat I can't ignore. I rub my eyes, hard, trying to scrape the exhaustion out, but it's no use. I haven't slept right in days, and I'm teetering on the edge of something I don't want to name. Kate stops, plants herself in front of me. We need to get rid of it, she says, voice sharp. Tonight. I laugh, dry and brittle. Yeah? How? Smash it? Dump it? Miriam said it'll get rid of me first. She flinches, but doesn't back down. Then we take it back. Flea market, pawn shop, wherever. It's not staying here. I shake my head, slow. Yo, don't get it. It's not just a thing. It's alive. Showing me shit for a reason. She throws her hands up. What reason, Ellie? To scare you? To hurt us? I don't have an answer, just a nod in my gut that says running won't fix this. Okay, quick breather. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's keep this chaos going. She grabs her keys, determined. I'm getting coffee. You're a mess, and I can't think straight either. I nod, too tired to argue, and she's out the door, leaving me alone with the hum, the mirror, and a sinking feeling I'm about to do something stupid. I stand, slow, and shuffle to the bedroom, drawn like a moth to a flame I know's gonna burn me. The door's shut, but I push it open, and there it is, glass dark, waiting. I step up, close enough my breath fogs it, and whisper, "What do you want?" Nothing, at first, just my own haggard face, bags under my eyes deep enough to pack for a trip. Then it glitches, ripples, and she's back, the blonde from last time, the one who got attacked. She's not down this time, not bleeding. She's standing, staring at me, eyes wide and desperate, and her mouth moves, no sound, but I read it, help. My chest tightens, and I lean closer. How? I ask, voice cracking. The glass shakes, and the shadow's back, looming behind her, but she doesn't flinch, just keeps mouthing, help me. Then it shifts, fast, and it's Lily Hartman again, bruised face, floral dress, falling to her knees, and that thud echoes, louder, realer. I stumble back, heart racing, and the red jacket girl flickers in, pointing again, not at the door this time, but at me, straight at my chest. The hum spikes, deafening, and I clap my hands over my ears, yelling, "Stop." It does, abrupt, and the glass goes black. I'm panting, sweat dripping down my neck, when I hear the front door. Kate's back, coffee in hand, and she freezes when she sees me. What happened, she demands, dropping the cups on the table. I point at the mirror, words tumbling out. They were asking for help. LL of them. Lily, the blonde, her. Kate's eyes narrow. You went back in there? Alone? I nod, and she curses, loud. Ellie, you're killing yourself with this. I laugh, shaky. Maybe. But they're already dead, or close, and I'm the only one seeing it. She drags me to the kitchen, forces a coffee into my hands. Drink, she says, and I do, the burn waking me up a little. Weary calling Jake, she adds, pulling out her phone. I saw something. We need to know what. I groan, slump against the counter. He'll just lie again. She dials anyway, and it rings, loud in the quiet, until he picks up. Kate, he says, voice rough. What now? She doesn't waste time. What did you see in the mirror, Jake? Now. He's silent, too long, then mutters, nothing you'd believe. Try me, she snaps, and I can hear him shift, uncomfortable. May, he says finally. But not me. Older, messed up. Blood everywhere. My stomach drops, and Kate's eyes meet mine, wide. Who has blood, she asks, and he laughs, bitter. Don't know. Didn't stick around to ask. She hangs up, stares at me. Hissin' it too, she says, and I nod, because yeah, the red jacket girl pointed at him, and now he's seeing himself, bloody and broken. It's coming for us, I whisper, and Kate shakes her head, fierce. No. We stop it first. But I'm not so sure, because the hum's back, softer, and when I glance at the bedroom, the door's cracked open again, even though we shut it. I stumble over, coffee sloshing, and peek inside. The mirror's glowing, faint, and there's me, the scarred-up future me, staring back, blood on her hands, not mine, not yet. She doesn't move, just watches, and I slam the door, hard, but my hands are wet, sticky, and when I look down, there's blood, real, smeared across my palms from nowhere. I scream, drop the cup, and Kate's there, yelling, what's wrong, but I can't answer, just hold up my hands, shaking, as the hum turns to laughter, low and cruel, and I know I'm past the edge now, falling fast. Episode 9, The Link. So, I'm standing in my kitchen, hands dripping with blood that came out of nowhere, and Kate's freaking out, yelling, what's wrong, while I just stare at my palms like they belong to someone else. I'm Ellie, 28, a total shit show, and this mirror's got me so deep I can't tell what's real anymore. The laughter's still ringing in my ears, low and nasty, fading into that damn hum that won't quit. My coffee's a puddle on the floor, cup in pieces, and Kate's grabbing my wrists, pulling me to the sink. Wash it off, she snaps, turning on the tap, and I do, watching the red swirl down the drain, leaving my skin clean but my head a mess. Where'd it come from, she asks, voice tight, and I shake my head, numb. Don't know. Mirror. She curses, grabs a towel, and dries my hands like I'm a kid who spilled juice, not some psycho with phantom blood. This is too much, she says, tossing the towel aside. Weary done playing with it. I laugh, weak and ragged. You think I'm playing? It's doing this to me. She glares, but there's fear behind it, and I hate that I'm dragging her down too. Jake's words echo, him seeing himself older, bloody, and that red jacket girl pointing at him, then me. It's all tied together, and I'm the knot in the middle, unraveling fast. Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's keep this nightmare spinning. Kate drags me to the couch, sits me down, and grabs the laptop again. Weary finding more, she says, determined, like facts can fix this. Lily Hartman's a start, but there's others. Yo said a blonde, a red jacket girl. I nod, slump back, and watch her type, her fingers flying like she's on a mission. What if they're all connected, she mutters, scrolling through old news sites. Missing women, unsolved cases. I close my eyes, try to breathe, but the hum's there, creeping up my spine, and I see her, the blonde, begging for help, then Lily falling, then me, scarred and bloody. They re not just missing, I say, voice low. They re dead. Or dying. Kate stops, looks at me. You don't know that. But I do, I feel it, and she sees it in my face because she softens, just a little. Okay, she says, let's find one more. One we can prove. She digs deeper, pulling up a database of cold cases, and I lean in, forcing my brain to focus. That's when she finds it, a hit from 1983. Sophia Rice, she reads, slow. Runaway, 16. Last seen at a bus stop downtown. No body, no leads. There's a photo, blurry, but it's her, the red jacket girl, curls wild, smirking like she's untouchable. My stomach flips, and I point, shaky. That's her. Red jacket. Kate stares at the screen, then me. 1983, she whispers. She's been in there 40 years? I nod, and the hum spikes, loud enough that Kate flinches this time. Yo, hear it? I ask, and she nods, pale. What's it doing? I don't answer, just stand, drawn back to the bedroom, Kate trailing me, muttering, Ellie, don't. But I have to, because Sophia's there, I know it, and she's waiting. I push the door open, and the mirror's glowing, faint, glass rippling like water. Sophia's in it, clear, red jacket bright against the dark, and she's not smirking now, she's angry, fists clenched, staring right at me. I step closer, Kate grabbing my arm, but I shake her off. What do you want? I ask, voice steady for once. Sophia's mouth moves, no sound, but I catch it, fight. Then the glass shifts, and there's a guy, tall, blurry, grabbing her arm, twisting it. She swings, wild, nails raking his face, and he stumbles, blood dripping, but he's back fast, slamming her against a wall. I gasp, loud, and Kate's yelling, what's happening, but I can't look away. Sophia's fighting, kicking, screaming silent, and then he pulls a knife, quick, and she goes down, red blooming across her chest. The vision cuts, and it's me again, but not me, scarred me, blood on my hands, and she's nodding, slow, like I get it now. I don't, not really, but I feel her, Sophia's rage, her fire, and it's in me too, burning hot. Kate's shaking me, tell me, and I turn, eyes wet. Shafat, I say, voice raw. Ha killed her anyway. Kate's face crumples, but she pulls it together fast. Who, she asks, and I freeze, because the guy in the vision, blurry as he was, his build, his stance, it's familiar, too familiar. Jake, I whisper, and Kate steps back, horrified. No, she says, that's impossible. It's not, but I shake my head, because it's not Jake, not now, not yet, but someone like him, someone tied to this, and the mirror's showing me pieces I don't want to fit. The hum's gone, but the air's thick, heavy, and Kate grabs my hand, pulls me out, slams the door. Weary done, she says, breathless. No more tonight. I nod, but I'm lying, because Sophia's still in my head, her fight, her blood, and that scarred me nodding like I'm next. I sink onto the couch, Kate beside me, and we sit there, silent, until my phone buzzes. It's Jake. Yo, okay, he texts, and I stare at it, hands shaking, because he's out there, alive, but the mirror's got him marked, and I don't know if it's a memory or a warning, but it's pulling us all in, and I'm terrified of what's coming when it finally lets us see the whole damn picture. Episode 10, The Warning. So, I'm sitting on my couch, Kate next to me, both of us wrecked, and my phone's glowing with Jake's text, yo okay, like he didn't just run out of here after seeing himself bloody in the mirror. I'm Ellie, 28, afraid wire sparking everywhere, and this thing's got Sophia Rice's death playing on repeat in my head, her fight, her blood, and that blurry bastard who looked too much like Jake for comfort. Kate's breathing slow, trying to keep it together, but I can feel her shaking, just a little, and I know she's in this deep now too. The mirror's quiet, no hum, no glow, but it's there, lurking in the bedroom, and I'm starting to think it's not just showing me the past, it's throwing the future at me too, and I don't like where this is heading. I toss the phone aside, don't answer Jake, because what the hell do I say? Saw you kill someone in 1983? He'd laugh, or worse, show up again, and I can't deal with that right now. Kate grabs my hand, squeezes hard. You need to sleep, she says, voice firm but cracking. I snort, pull away. Yeah, because that's worked out great so far. She glares, but doesn't push, just leans back, staring at the ceiling. We've got Lily, Sophia, she mutters, counting on her fingers. The blonde. Made more. What's it building to? I shrug, bitter. Maybe me. Scarred me. Bloody me. She flinches, and I hate that I said it, but it's true, and we both know it. Okay, quick break. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Cool, let's keep this train wreck chugging. She stands, paces, then stops. Weary missing something, she says, and grabs the laptop again, flipping it open. The blonde, she's next. We need her name. I nod, drag myself up, because yeah, she's right, we can't just sit here waiting for the mirror to spit out more horror. We dig, scrolling through missing persons, recent ones this time, because her clothes, jeans, and a ripped tee, they're now, not decades ago. Kate's muttering, "Come on," under her breath, and then she freezes, points at the screen. Anna Weber, she reads, slow. 29. Missing 2 weeks, last seen at a bar downtown. The photo's blurry, but it's her, blonde, tangled hair, green eyes like Kate's, and my stomach twists so hard I almost puke. That's her, I whisper, and Kate's already pulling up more news clips, a grainy security still of her stumbling out of the bar, alone. No suspects, she says, but they found her purse in an alley. I lean closer, heart racing, because this isn't cold, this is fresh, and the mirror's showing me something that's still happening. What if she's not dead yet? I say, voice shaking. Kate looks at me, eyes wide. Then we find her, she says, but there's no plan, no clue, just desperation, and I'm nodding like it's possible. That's when the hum starts again, loud, rattling the walls, and Kate jumps, laptop sliding off her lap. Now what, she snaps, but I'm already up, staggering to the bedroom, because it's calling, and I can't stop myself. The door's open, mirror glowing, and there's Anna, not hurt this time, not yet, standing in a car, headlights cutting through the dark. She's banging on the window, screaming silent, and then the car swerves, fast, headlights spinning, and it's crashing, metal twisting, glass shattering. I yell, no, and Kate's behind me, grabbing me, but I'm glued, watching Anna slump, blood trickling down her face, and then it shifts, fast, to Kate, my Kate, in her car, same crash, same blood. I spin, shove Kate back, Yuri not driving. I shout, and she stumbles, confused. What did you see? She demands, and I'm crying, choking it out. Anna crashed. Then you. Same car, same wreck. She goes pale, steps back, and the mirror's dark again, but the hum's still there, mocking me. When, she whispers, and I shake my head, frantic. Don't know. Soon. She grabs her keys, tosses them on the table like they're poison. Okay, she says, voice small. I want drive. Not tonight. I nod, relief crashing through me, but it's short-lived, because my phone buzzes, and it's Jake again. Coming over, he texts, and I curse, loud. Jake's coming, I tell Kate, and she groans. Now? Why? I don't know, but he's here before I can text back, banging on the door, and when I open it, he's a mess, eyes wild, jacket torn. Saw it again, he says, pushing past me. May, bloody, driving a car off the road. My blood runs cold, and Kate's staring, connecting the dots too fast. When, she asks, and he shrugs, shaky. Don't know. Felt real. I grab his arm, hard. Yuri not driving either, I say, and he laughs, bitter. Too late, I'm here. But he's shaking, and I see it, the mirrors tying us together, Anna's crash, Kate's, Jake's, and I'm the one it's warning, but I don't know how to stop it, and the hum's laughing again, low and cruel, as the bedroom door creaks open wider, daring me to look again. Episode 11, The Truth. So, I'm standing in my living room, Jake shaking like a leaf, Kate's pale as hell, and the mirror's hum is a low growl that's got us all on edge. I'm Ellie, 28, a walking panic attack, and this thing just showed me Anna Weber crashing, then Kate, then hinted at Jake doing the same, and I'm starting to think it's not just remembering the past, it's predicting the future, or screwing with all of it at once. Jake's muttering about blood and a car, Kate's clutching the couch like it's her lifeline, and I'm the one stuck in the middle, trying to keep us from falling apart. The bedroom door's wide open now, mirror glowing faint, and I know it's waiting, but I'm not ready, not after that last round. Kate snaps first, standing up fast. "We need to know what it is," she says, voice hard. "Not guesses," Rael answers. Jake snorts, slumps against the wall. "Good luck with that. Thing's a freak show." I glare at him, but he's not wrong, and Kate's already grabbing her phone. "Miriam," she says, dialing. She knows more than she said. I nod, because yeah, that cryptic old bat at the antique shop dropped enough hints to make me think she's got the key, or at least a piece of it. The line rings, loud in the quiet, and then Miriam picks up, voice gravelly. "What now?" she grumbles, and Kate doesn't waste time. "The mirror. It's showing crashes, blood. We need the truth." "Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too." Alright, let's dive back in. Miriam's silent for a beat, then sighs, long and tired. "Told her to get rid of it," she says, and I lean in, shouting, "Too late for that." "What is it?" Kate shushes me, but Miriam chuckles, dry. "Yuri stubborn, girl. Fine. It's a keeper. Holds on to souls, memories, whatever it can grab. Women, mostly. Those who fought, lost." My stomach drops, and Kate's eyes widen. "Souls?" she asks, and Miriam grunts. "Something like that. Goes back years, decades. Chooses who it shows, who it keeps." Jake mutters, "Great, a soul-sucking mirror," and I elbow him, hard, because this isn't funny anymore. "Why us?" Kate presses, and Miriam's quiet again, too long. "Don't know," she says finally. "But it picks its own. Yuri in it now, good luck getting out." I grab the phone, desperate. "How do we stop it?" She laughs, sharp. "Yo, don't. Break it, maybe, but it'll take you with it. Or you keep it, learn to live with the ghosts." She hangs up before I can yell again, and I throw the phone on the couch, cursing loud enough to wake the neighbors. Kate's staring at me, Jake's pacing, and the hums back, louder, like it heard every word. "Women who fought," Kate whispers, piecing it together. "Lily, Sophia, Anna. They all," she trails off, and I finish it, voice flat. "Deed. Or will." Jake stops, turns. "What about me?" "I am not a damn woman." I glare at him. "Yo, saw yourself. Maybe you're next, maybe you're part of it." He flinches, and Kate steps between us. "Stop," she says. "We need to see it again." "Ask it." I laugh, bitter. "Yeah, because it's been so chatty." But she's already heading for the bedroom, and I follow, Jake trailing like he's got no choice. The mirror's glowing bright now, glass rippling, and Anna's there, crashed car, blood on her face, but she's moving, crawling out, slow, alive. I gasp, "She's not dead," and Kate nods, frantic. "Not yet." Then it shifts, and it's Kate again, same crash, same blood, and I yell, "No," shoving her back. Jake's next, older him, bloody, stumbling from a wreck, and he curses, loud, backing up. The visions blur, fast, Lily falling, Sophia bleeding, then me, scarred me, hands red, nodding again, and I feel it, a pull, like the mirror sucking me in. I stagger, catch myself on the dresser, and Kate's yelling, "Ellie," but I'm locked on the glass. It slows, and there's a new face, old, gray hair, big coat, twitchy, just like the flea market guy described. She's staring at me, eyes sharp, and then she's gone, replaced by Miriam, younger, same eyes, holding the mirror, whispering, "Take it," to someone off screen. My head spins, and I stumble back, Kate catching me. "What did you see?" she demands, and I choke it out. "Miriam. She had it. Gave it away." Jake's pale, muttering, "That old hag," and Kate's already dialing again, but I grab her arm, stop her. She won't tell us, I say, voice raw. She's part of it. The hum spikes, deafening, and the mirror shakes, cracks spiderwebbing across the glass. We freeze, and then it's me again, scarred me, stepping closer, pressing her hand to the cracks, blood seeping through. Yuri next, she mouths, silent, and the glass goes dark, cracks gone, like it never happened. I collapse, Kate holding me, Jake swearing under his breath, and I know it now, the truth, it's not just showing me, it's choosing me, keeping me, and I'm not sure if I'm fighting to save them or just delaying my own turn in that bloody parade. Episode 12, The Cost. So, I'm on the floor of my bedroom, Kate's arms around me, Jake's pacing like a caged animal, and the mirror's gone dark, but those words, Yuri next, from scarred me are carved into my brain. I'm Ellie, 28, a shell of myself, and this thing's not just a mirror anymore, it's a damn prison, holding on to Lily, Sophia, Anna, and now me, or some version of me I don't want to become. The hum's gone, but the air's thick, heavy with whatever just happened, and I can still feel the cracks under my fingers, even though they're not there anymore. Kate's whispering, "Yuri okay," over and over, like she's convincing herself, and Jake's muttering, "This is bullshit," but he's scared, I can see it in the way his hands shake. I pull away from Kate, stand up slow, legs wobbly, and face the mirror. It's just glass now, reflecting my mess of a face, eyes red, hair wild, but I know better. What's it cost? I say, voice hoarse, talking to it like it's gonna answer. Kate grabs my arm, "Ellie, stop," but I shake her off, step closer. "Yuri keeping them." "What's it cost me?" Nothing, no flicker, no hum, just silence, and I laugh, sharp and broken, because of course it won't tell me, it's been playing me this whole time. Okay, quick break. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's keep this mess rolling. Jake stops pacing, stares at me. "Yuri losing it," he says, but there's no bite, just worry, and I turn on him fast. "Yo, saw yourself too, asshole. Don't act like you're out of this." He flinches, looks away, and Kate steps between us, hands up. "Enough," she snaps. "We know it's keeping souls, memories, whatever Miriam said. We know she had it. So what now?" I slump against the dresser, head spinning. "She gave it away," I mutter. "To that twitchy lady, maybe." "Who gave it to me?" Kate nods, slow. "Then we break the chain. Get rid of it." I laugh again, darker. "Miriam said breaking it takes me with it." Jake snorts, "Then don't break it, genius. Dump it somewhere." But I'm shaking my head, because it's not that simple, I feel it, the pull, the weight, and I know dumping it won't cut it loose. "It chooses," I say, echoing Miriam. "It picked me. It's not letting go." Kate's eyes narrow, that nurse logic kicking in. "Then we make it let go," she says, and I want to believe her, but the mirror's got hooks in me deeper than she knows. That's when it hums again, soft, almost sweet, and the glass flickers. I freeze, Kate gasps, Jake curses, and there I am, scarred me, standing in the reflection, blood on her hands, but she's not nodding this time, she's crying, silent, tears cutting tracks through the dirt on her face. My chest tightens, and I step closer. "What happened?" I whisper, and she moves, slow, turning her back, showing me something, a room, dark, familiar, my room, but wrecked, walls cracked, floor stained red. I see her, younger me, on the floor, not moving, and my breath stops, because it's me, dead, or dying, and scarred me's kneeling there, screaming without sound. Kate's yelling, "Ellie, look away," but I can't, because it's shifting, fast, and now it's Kate, crumpled in her car, blood everywhere, then Jake, older, crashing, same red stains, and I'm shaking, shouting, "No," at the glass. It slows, and it's Lily again, falling, Sophia bleeding, Anna crawling from the wreck, and then me, young me, eyes open, staring at nothing. Scarred me turns back, mouths, "It's you," and the glass cracks, loud, a single line splitting down the middle, then heals, smooth again, like it's teasing me. I collapse, Kate catching me, and Jake's at my side. What the hell was that? He demands, voice high. I'm sobbing, can't stop, May, I choke out. Dead. Yo, Kate, dead. All of us. Kate's shaking her head, no, it's lying, but I grab her, desperate. It's not. It's showing what it costs. May to keep it, yo to lose it. Jake stands, kicks the dresser, hard. Then we're screwed, he snaps, and I laugh through the tears, because yeah, maybe we are. Kate pulls me up, wipes my face, fierce. We're not dying, she says, like she can will it away. We fight it. I nod, weak, but the hum's back, and I feel it, cold, wrapping around me, and I know fighting's what got Lily, Sophia, Anna here, fighting's what scarred me's crying over. What if fighting's the cost? I whisper, and Kate freezes, because she sees it too, the trap, the no-win game. Jake's phone buzzes, and he checks it, curses. Work, he says, gotta go, and I grab his arm, no driving, I beg, and he nods, shaky. Walking, he promises, and he's out, leaving me and Kate staring at the mirror, dark now, but heavy with what it showed. I sink onto the bed, Kate beside me, and we're quiet, too long. It's me or you, I say finally, voice flat. That's the cost. She grabs my hand, hard. Not you, she says, but her eyes are wet, and I know she's lying to herself, because the mirror's not done, and I'm starting to see the shape of it, the choice it's forcing, and it's tearing me apart just thinking about what's left to pay. Episode 13, The Fight. So, I'm sitting on my bed, Kate's hand gripping mine like she's afraid I'll vanish, and the mirror sitting there, dark and smug, after showing me a parade of death, me, her, Jake, all bloody and broken. I'm Ellie, 28, a raw nerve, and this thing's laid out the cost clear as day. It's me or them, my life to keep it quiet, or theirs if I try to break free. The air's thick, heavy with that realization, and Kate's trying to hold it together, but her eyes are wet, and I can feel her trembling. The hum's gone, but it's not gone, you know? It's waiting, coiled up in that glass, and I'm starting to think fighting it's what got everyone else trapped in there, Lily, Sophia, Anna, all clawing at the edges of my sanity. Kate lets go, stands up fast, wiping her face. We're not doing this, she says, voice hard. Not letting it win. I laugh, weak and bitter. Win? It's already got us, Kate. She spins on me, fierce. No, it hasn't. We fight. We break it. I shake my head, slow. Miriam said breaking it takes me too. She steps closer, grabs my shoulders. Then we find another way. We don't just sit here and die. Her voice cracks on that last word, and it hits me, she's not just fighting for me, she's fighting for herself, because she saw that crash, her crash, and she's scared shitless. Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's keep this fight going. I stand, shaky, and face the mirror again. Yo, hear that? I say, loud, to the glass. We're not done. Nothing, no flicker, just my reflection, tired and pissed, but I feel it, a shift, like it's listening. Kate's pacing now, muttering, we need Jake, and I groan, because yeah, he's in this too, but he's a loose cannon, and I don't trust him not to bolt again. She grabs her phone, dials, and he picks up, voice rough. What now? He snaps, and Kate doesn't flinch. Get back here, Jake. We're ending this. He laughs, dry. Ending it? Good luck. But she's relentless. Yo, saw yourself. You're in it. Help us or you're next. He's quiet, then mutters, fine. 10 minutes, and hangs up. I'm staring at the mirror, trying to see past my own face, when the hum starts again, soft, creeping up my spine. Kate freezes, yo, hear that, and I nod, stepping closer, because I'm done running. The glass ripples, and there's Sophia, red jacket, blood on her chest, but she's standing this time, fists up, fighting that blurry bastard again. She swings, hard, and he staggers, but he's back, knife flashing, and she goes down, same as before, but slower, like it's making me watch every second. I slam my hand on the dresser, "Stop showing me this." I yell, and Kate's beside me, "What's it doing?" I choke it out, "Sophia. Dying. Again." The vision shifts, and it's Anna, crawling from the wreck, alive, reaching out, then Lily, falling, that thud echoing, and I'm shaking, shouting, "Enough," at the glass. It slows, and there's scarred me, blood on her hands, but she's not crying now, she's angry, slamming her fists against the inside, crack spiderwebbing again, and I feel it, her rage, my rage, mixing together. "Fight," she mouths, and the glass shakes, loud, like it's gonna shatter, but it holds, and she's gone, leaving me panting, fists clenched. Kate grabs me, "What did she say?" and I turn, eyes burning. "Fight," I say, and she nods, fierce. Then we do. The doorbell rings, and it's Jake, barging in, jacket still torn, face set. "So, what's the plan?" he asks, and Kate points at the mirror. "We break it. Or make it let go." He snorts, "Great, suicide pact," but I step up, voice steady. "No. We fight smart. It's showing us for a reason. We use it." He raises an eyebrow, "Use it? How?" "I don't know yet, but the hum's louder, and the glass flickers, showing Anna again, alive, crawling, and I point, her. She's not dead. We save her, maybe it stops." Kate's eyes light up, "Where's the crash?" and I rack my brain, the vision, headlights, a road, trees, it's vague, but I know this town. "Out by the old mill," I say, "maybe." Jake groans, "That's a guess," but Kate's already grabbing her keys, then stops, remembers the crash vision, tosses them to Jake. "Yo, drive," she says, and he nods, reluctant. We pile out, me in the back, Kate beside me, and Jake's peeling out, tires squealing, toward the mill, the only lead we've got. The hum follows, faint, in my head, and I'm praying Anna's there, alive, because if she's not, this fight's for nothing, and I'm next. We hit the road, dark, winding, and Jake's pushing the speed, muttering, "This better work," when I see it, headlights off the road, a car smashed against a tree. "There!" I yell, and he slams the brakes, skidding. We tumble out, and it's her, Anna, slumped in the driver's seat, blood on her face, but moving, groaning. Kate's on her, nurse mode, she's alive, and I'm crying, relief hitting hard, but the hum spikes, deafening, and I turn, because it's not over, and I feel it, the mirrors pull, stronger, like it's pissed we're fighting back, and I know this is just the start, not the end. Episode 14, The Choice. So, we're out by the old mill, standing in the dark with Jake's car headlights cutting through the night, and Anna Weber's alive, barely, slumped in her wrecked car with blood streaking down her face. I'm Ellie, 28, a mess of adrenaline and dread, and Kate's in full nurse mode, barking orders at Jake to call 911 while she checks Anna's pulse, her breathing. "She's hanging on," Kate says, voice steady but tight, and I'm just standing there, shaking, because we found her. We beat the mirror this time, but the hum's roaring in my head, louder than ever, like it's pissed we snatched one back from its grip. Jake's on the phone, pacing, "Yeah, crash, Old Mill Road, hurry," and I'm staring at Anna, her green eyes fluttering open, so much like Kate's it hurts. Kate's ripping her jacket off, pressing it to Anna's head where the blood's worst, and I snap out of it, drop to my knees beside her. "We've got you," I say, voice raw, and Anna groans, weak, "Who?" but she can't finish, and I don't know how to answer anyway. Sirens wail in the distance, getting closer, and Jake's back, "They re-coming," he says, but he's looking at me, not her, like he knows this isn't over. The hum spikes, deafening, and I clap my hands over my ears, staggering back, because it's not just sound now, it's voices, overlapping, screaming, Lily, Sophia, Anna, and me, all tangled up, begging, fighting, dying. Okay, quick break. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's keep this ticking. Kate grabs me, Ellie, what's wrong? And I shake my head, the mirror, it's mad, I choke out, and she pales, because she hears it too, faint, under the sirens. The ambulance screeches up, lights flashing, and paramedics swarm, pulling Anna onto a stretcher, shouting stats I don't understand. Kate's talking to them, all professional, but I'm stuck, rooted, because the voices won't stop, and they're not just angry, they're pleading, break it, over and over, Lily's soft cry, Sophia's fierce snarl, Anna's weak gasp, and scarred me, loudest, do it. Jake's beside me, gripping my arm, yo okay, and I laugh, wild. No, I'm not. They want out. He frowns, who, and I point back toward town, toward my apartment, them. In there. The paramedics load Anna up, Kate following, yelling, meet me at the hospital, and Jake nods, dragging me to his car. We peel out, tires spinning, and I'm clutching the seat, voices still hammering, break it, and I know what they mean, but Miriam's warning's there too, it'll take you with it, and I'm torn, because saving Anna felt good, but this is bigger, final. We hit my place fast, Jake slamming the brakes, and I'm out, running, him behind me, what were you doing, he shouts, but I don't answer, just burst through the door, straight to the bedroom. The mirror's glowing, bright, glass rippling like it's alive, and there they are, all of them, Lily, Sophia, Anna, even though she's alive now, and scarred me, all pounding on the inside, cracks spreading, healing, spreading again. Break it, they scream, loud now, real, and Jake stumbles in, Jesus, he mutters, seeing it too. I grab a lamp, heavy, and heft it, this what you want? I yell at them, and they nod, frantic, scarred me most of all, tears streaming, yes, do it. Jake grabs my arm, wait, Miriam said, I know. I snap, yanking free. But they're trapped, Jake. It's me or them. He steps back, pale, you don't know that, but I do, I feel it, the pull, the cost, and I'm crying now, lamp shaking in my hands. The voices swell, break it, free us, and I see them, Lily's bruised face, Sophia's fire, Anna's fight, and me, scarred me, nodding, now. I lift the lamp higher, Jake yelling, Ellie, no, but I'm past hearing, past thinking, and I swing, hard, smashing it into the glass. It shatters, loud, a scream ripping through the room, not just them, me too, and the world tilts, shards flying, cutting my hands, my face, and I'm falling, Jake catching me, Ellie, he shouts, but it's fading, the voices quieting, Lily whispering, thank you, Sophia laughing, free, Anna sighing, and scarred me, soft, yo did it. Darkness pulls, heavy, and I'm slipping, blood warm on my skin, real this time, and Jake shaking me, stay with me. But I can't tell if I'm staying or going, because the hum's gone, the weight's gone, and I'm light, too light, and I don't know if I've won or paid it all, but they're free, and that's something, right? Episode 15, The End. So, I'm lying on my bedroom floor, glass everywhere, blood sticky on my hands, my face, and Jake's yelling my name, Ellie. Stay with me, like it's an order I can follow. I'm 28, or I was. And I just smashed that damn mirror to bits, freeing Lily, Sophia, Anna, all of them, their voices fading out with thank yous and sighs that hit me harder than the cuts. The hum's gone, the pull's gone, and I'm light, too light, like I'm floating away from myself. Jake's shaking me, his hands rough, desperate, but it's blurry, his voice echoing down a tunnel, and I'm not sure if I'm here or already somewhere else, because Miriam warned me, breaking it might take me too, and I think she was right. My chest's heavy, breathing's a chore, and I taste copper, blood trickling from somewhere, probably my lip where a shard caught me. Jake's cursing, fumbling for his phone, hung on, I'm getting help, he says, but it's distant, and I'm slipping, memories flashing, not the mirrors, mine, Kate laughing at me over burnt toast, Jake kissing me under a streetlight before it all went sour, my mom's voice, soft, from years ago, Yuri tougher than you think. Tough enough for this? I don't know, but I did it, I broke the chain, and that's gotta count. Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's wrap this up. Sirens wail, far off, getting closer, and Jake's on the phone. Yeah, she's hurt, bleeding, hurry, but I'm fading, fast, and I grab his arm, weak, tell Kate, I rasp, she's safe. He nods, eyes wet, yo tell her yourself, but we both know that's a lie, and he's crying now, big tough Jake, bawling like a kid. The room spins, glass glinting red in the light, and I see it, a shard, small, reflecting me, not scarred me, just me, pale, eyes half open, and it's quiet, no voices, no hum, just peace, or something close. Paramedics burst in, shouting, pushing Jake aside, and there's hands on me, pressure, voices, just losing too much blood, stay with us, but I'm drifting, warm, and I think of Anna, alive, Kate, safe, Jake, maybe okay if he doesn't screw it up. Pulse is weak, someone says, and I'm slipping further, darkness pulling, soft, not scary, and I wonder if this is it, the cost, me for them, and if it was worth it. I think it was, because they're free, and I'm tired, so tired, and letting go feels right, like dropping a weight I didn't know I carried. Everything fades, black, silent, and then, a flicker, light, faint, and I'm not sure if I'm dreaming or gone, but I hear it, a whisper, not the mirrors, Kate's, Ellie, come back, and I want to, God I do, but it's pulling me the other way, and I'm stuck, caught between, until it's just quiet, no pain, no fight, just me, or what's left, floating in the nothing. Jake's voice cuts through, she's gone, and a sob, Kate's, no, she's not, and I'm not sure who's right, because I'm here, but not, and the shard's still there, in my mind, reflecting me, unchanged, like it's waiting for something else, something I can't see yet. Episode 16, The Echo. So, I'm gone, or at least that's what Jake thinks, his voice cracking with she's gone, while Kate's sobbing, no, she's not, and I'm stuck somewhere in between, not here, not there, just floating in this weird, quiet dark. I'm Ellie, or I was, 28, the idiot who smashed a mirror to free a bunch of trapped souls and maybe paid with my own. The paramedics are a blur, their hands on me, shouting about pulses and blood loss, but it's fading, like a radio losing signal, and I'm left with this stillness, no hum, no voices, just me, or what's left of me, wondering if this is the end or something else entirely. Time's a mess here, seconds or hours, I can't tell, and then there's a pull, soft, not like the mirror's grip, more like a nudge, and I'm back, sort of, blinking into harsh light, hospital light, beeping machines, and Kate's face, red-eyed, hovering over me. Ellie, she gasps, grabbing my hand, and I try to squeeze back, but my fingers are lead, heavy, and my throat's dry, words stuck. Jake's there too, slumped in a chair, looking like he hasn't slept in days, and he jolts up, Yuri alive, he says, half laugh, half sob, and I manage a croak, maybe. Okay, quick pause. Please put the video on pause and give it a like. I'd be so damn grateful if you dropped a comment too. Alright, let's finish this ride. Kate's crying, laughing, yo scared the hell out of us, and I try to smile, but it hurts, everything hurts, cuts stitched up, bandages everywhere, and I feel like I've been run over, twice sorry, I rasp, and she shakes her head, don't. Yo saved her. Anna's okay. That hits, warm, and I nod, weak, because yeah, Anna's alive, and maybe Lily, Sophia, the others, they're free too, wherever free is. Jake leans in, Yuri a lunatic, he says, but there's relief in it, and I mutter, Yuri welcome, because he's here, not crashed, not bloody, not yet. Days blur, hospital smells, Kate fussing, Jake sneaking me coffee that tastes like tar, and I'm healing, slow, cuts turning to scars, but not like scarred me, not yet. They let me go home, eventually, Kate pushing my wheelchair, Jake carrying my bag, and the apartment's quiet, no mirror, just a bare spot on the dresser where it used to be. Gone, I say, staring at it, and Kate nods, swept up every piece. Trash took it. I laugh, soft, good riddance, but there's a itch, a whisper in my head, not the hum, something lighter, and I ignore it, because I'm done, right? Life creeps back, slow, work at the coffee shop, Kate checking in too much, Jake hanging around more than he should, and I'm okay, mostly, scars fading, nightmares less, but there's this feeling, this echo, like something's watching, not heavy, not cruel, just there. I don't tell them, don't want to scare them, but one night, weeks later, I'm alone, sipping beer on the couch, and I hear it, a whisper, faint, Ellie, and my heart stops, because it's not Kate, not Jake, it's her, Sophia maybe, or Lily, soft, not trapped, just checking in. I stand, slow, check the room, nothing, but the whisper's there, thanks, and I laugh, shaky, Yuri welcome, to the air, because what else do I say? It fades, and I'm alone again, but not, because that echoes part of me now, them, their fight, their freedom, and I'm carrying it, light, not a burden. Next day, I'm at the shop, pouring lattes, when Kate texts, found something, and I meet her after, her car parked outside, and she's holding it, a shard, small, glinting, was in the trash, she says, pale, and I take it, cold in my hand, reflecting me, just me, no scars, no blood. Through it, I say, but she hesitates, what if it's not done, and I laugh, because yeah, maybe it's not, but I'm not afraid, not anymore. We toss it, watch it sink into a dumpster, and I feel it, that echo, a sigh, not trapped, just there, and I know it's over, mostly, but not all the way, because that night, alone again, I wake to a hum, faint, not in my head, real, and there's a new mirror, small, on my dresser, not cracked, not old, just there, reflecting me, and I stare, heart pounding, because it's starting again, or maybe it never stopped, and I'm left wondering what's next, what's left to fight, and if I've got enough left to face it.